Thank you, Mayor. I am really pleased to be here. The Congressman said something about being fortunate to be in the right place at the right time. I really feel that's the case with me. I just happen to be Commissioner of the State Agency at this point in time when you are about to embark on this very exciting vision for your community, and I'm really honored to be just a very small piece of that. I remember it was probably my first month or so on the job when this group from Tower came to meet with me along with some of the engineers with SEH. And this was an energetic group with a vision. And they had a vision for building on their asset. And the way they described it to me was they said, Commissioner, Lake Vermilion is our economic engine. We recognize this is our economic engine. And the way for us to tap into that engine is to build this harbor. Well, they just captivated me. And I was more than happy to supply $40,000 to help them with their early stage feasibility study. A small piece, but having the free board to be able to do that and help community leaders move forward on their vision is a big thing, and it's what's exciting and fun about being part of a state agency. So I commend you all on this adventure. Oftentimes people of the Iron Range sometimes feel like their future is beyond them. They feel like forces outside of the region control the future. I'm here to tell you that you are examples that that is not the case. We can, in fact, create our own future. We can move forward and we can leverage. Your $9 million project here, I understand, may leverage 4 to 5 times that in development along this harbor, and that's exciting. So congratulations to you all. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your proceedings today.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I'd like to introduce you to Richard Hansen. He's been working very hard with the Tower Economic Development group here in town, and he's got a few words and he'll describe the project to you a little bit here. So,
unlike the other people, I need some notes. You know, the mayor was talking about 20 years ago or so when they started this. Well, our historical society found some old tapes of a radio documentary that was done when the mine closed. And at that time, the city fathers were talking about ways they could use that river. And that's how the marina came in. So it's been on the burners for a long, long time. So I'm very pleased that it's time we can celebrate the new opportunities in Tower. As a citizen and a consular and president of TIDA, I know firsthand the amount of work that has gone into this project. First, on stage and in the audience, we have representatives from several different government organizations who have contributed necessary funds to launch the project. Congressman Oberstar spearheaded efforts to get us more than $1 million in federal highway funds to make the transportation improvements. Thank you, Congressman. Iron Range Resources continues to make investments in Tower. Their $3.2 million investment in the project will help with necessary preliminary work to prepare the site. Thanks, Senator Block and Representative Dill. And Commissioner Lehman, obviously. And the other representatives from the Iron Range Resources. We recognize the Department of Employment and Economic Development for their more than $1 million in contributions to the project. Thank you, Meredith Odoyabach, I'm sorry, and other representatives. In the next 3 to 4 years, new residents will call the historic harbor home. We'll have an elevated bridge at Highway 169 for boaters to travel through the harbor and dock their boats to shop. We'll have restaurants and shops, a new hotel. We are a destination. As president of TIDA, it's important that we recognize also the economic development opportunities for the area, while at the same time preserving the natural beauty of Lake Vermilion by focusing on the commercial development off the lake and keeping it closer to the city infrastructure. This was a goal of the Lake Vermilion Management Plan, and we're moving closer to that goal. All this economic activity creates jobs and increases our tax base so that we can continue to make improvements necessary. I'm excited for what has what is to come. I applaud our mayor, the other councilors, Diane Meehan, the Riverfront Task Force Committee, all who created this vision and are now making it real. They dreamed, and they dreamed big. And I would like to thank SEH for developing the master plan that will guide this development and will continue to be our partners in this project. The best news is that the work has begun. We have commissioned SEH to work to help us develop a proposal with developers, conduct environmental work, begin the preliminary dredging of the harbor, and to conduct preliminary engineering work. We're already making progress. I would like us to give a round of applause to recognize the many people who have contributed to this project and to everyone else that here is for our support. Before moving on, a couple of announcements. Following the actual breaking of ground, I invite you to pick up a souvenir mug near the groundbreaking and then enjoy some refreshments in the community center, as well as review the many project boards that explain what's been going on. Bob Cost, who is a head planner for SEH, will be available to talk about the project and answer some questions. I'd like to ask the elected officials on stage, along with Diane Meehan, Chair of the Riverfront, and Meredith Doyabach of DEED, to join us at the groundbreaking site. Again, I thank each of you for being here today, and let's get this project started.
Thank you, Richard. Just one final word is that, since my involvement in this, what I've learned most is that we can do a lot of incredible things if we work together, not only as representatives of the people, but with the people. If we have a vision and we move forward on that, anything can happen. And I like to, one of my favorite adages is think big, do it right, and do it with style. So let's do it with style, and we'll go over there and we'll flip some dirt and get this project going, as Richard said. So